Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, hump day. Woo, woo, October 12th. Thank goodness we're finally to Wednesday because today we start rolling out a lot of economic data. It is posted in the Discord room. Every day I try to post the calendar. And the calendars are always pinned to the top of the screen share chat room. So if you're not sure what's happening in the market that day, look there. Okay, so we already had mortgage applications out, but we have PPI final coming out. We have Fed speak right not too long after that. We also have the FOMC minute release at 2 p.m. That's just the minute release. It's not a rate hike decision. That does not come until the 2nd, I think it is, of November, 2nd or 3rd. And then tomorrow, we hit even more data. We have CPI, we have jobless claims, and of course, petroleum report, which typically was not maybe as much of a market mover as it is right now because energy is in focus. And then we end Friday with retail sales, business inventories, and consumer sentiment, import-export prices. So all kinds of stuff coming out here the next couple of days, but today and tomorrow being the really big ones, because that will give the Fed a little bit more complete of a picture as to whether or not inflation is truly coming down. We did see last week ISM numbers were softer than expected, so it could be that we're looking at maybe a little bit softer PPI and CPI. Now, the other thing that's worth noting is that when they take the numbers and they go year over year, it was last September that was really the hottest, one of the hottest months that we had. So when that falls off for next month, so that'll go through October this year, be October to October, that number will look a lot better. So that's something to also keep in mind when you look at their numbers, because they'll do month over month, year over year. And then by the time we get to November, that number should look a lot better. Which means that December's number should look a lot better, I guess, because of course it's a month behind. All right, all that coming in. If that's too much to kind of wrap your brain around this early in the morning, I get it. Don't worry about it. Let's just pay attention to what the charts are doing. And here it is. We put in, again, another bottom here yesterday. So not quite what we hit last week, but nonetheless, bit of a double bottom here, catching a little bit of green this morning. Now, the Bank of England came out and squashed any rumor that potentially they would continue bond buybacks past Friday, which is good, to be honest. I think it's a good idea. But it does it's a very short window then for pensions and hedge funds to get their ducks in a row. So, but they came out last night and then this morning saying, nope, this is it. We're going to stop it. Friday's the last day. So, get yourself squared away, basically. So, okay, so we saw that and we started to move up. We also had Pepsi, excuse me. We had Pepsi earnings out this morning, and this chart won't show it because it doesn't give today's action, but they did have a very nice beat this morning. Here, let me just put on extended hours. Here we go. So a very nice beat. They saw a lot of good growth. They have pricing power. Earningswhispers.com has a great, just real quick clip of what those earnings said and what they mean. So take a look at that. And so Pepsi, one of the bigger companies kicking off earnings here. Tomorrow we have banks. So banks will start tomorrow and Friday morning. And then, of course, over the next month, we have pretty much everybody else. So, okay, Pepsi leading us up as well here this morning. Okay, so let's get back to, I'm not putting any plays out, but there are a few things in charts that I want us to be paying attention to. And this nice bull flag set up here in oil is one of them. Now, I've been pretty much a bull on oil for quite a while. I think in energy, I think we all know that. As we have this continuing and escalating conflict between Ukraine and Russia, energy, we're coming into winter, they've cut off supplies. So there's a lot going on just in the European energy world, right? So they said that they have really big storage, but they're not, those storages, will it actually sustain them through winter? What if it's a bad winter? So there's all of these things kind of coming out, and a lot of uncertainty. We really don't know. So energy is a good place to take a look. And I would also say, so this line just happens to be in a good spot. We could be forming an inverted head and shoulders here, kind of a little slanted, but that's something to definitely keep an eye on. I'm going to go ahead and take this one out though. But to me, looks like a nice clean bull flag. We had a smaller one here, maybe a little bit bigger of one here. Like the look at this, especially if it gets back up over 200. So if I'm going to play anything today, I may play some energy, but really waiting on that data that's going to come out before the market. So we're going to have a little bit of time to digest that information, and then we're off to the races. So that's what I'm waiting for. But the market overall, you can see that we have some green on the screen, not a ton either way, just kind of taking it easy and waiting for those numbers. And that's what I'm going to do too. But then I will be looking to make a day trade, because going into tomorrow, I don't want to be holding a lot either. Other than maybe some energy would be the only area that I would consider a swing trade in at the moment. All right, so that is it for me here this morning. I thank everyone for being so patient this week. The family's been sick, and I actually was doing really well until Monday, and I swear someone hit me with a sledgehammer, and you can tell I'm still kind of congested and stuff, but I actually do feel a lot better, and kids are good. So now if I can just get the old man feeling better and not being so grumpy, would be awesome. But hey, it's Wednesday. We're over the hump here shortly, and I look forward to being in the room and much more active today, especially on day trades and momentum trades in particular. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, reach out Heather C at GivingTreeTrading.com. Stay healthy, not like me. Stay healthy and enjoy the ride with all this news.